Okay, this is my response video for Shutter Island, Martin Scorsese's 2010 neo-noir psychological thriller film. And this is actually my second time seeing the film. The first time I watched it was with the Film Society last spring, I believe, or maybe it was in the fall. And something I definitely noticed more so this time was how intense and overwhelming the score was. It also could have been like I was watching it at my apartment and our speakers are like pretty loud, but the score is very jarring and it definitely drives a lot of the plot. It like helps drive like the emotions in the plot, like when we get these intense war flashback scenes from Teddy or Andrew Laetis's flashbacks or his like war traumas, the heightened intensity with the score really like helps cement that. I also think like the mise en scène with like all the props and such, it was really, really good. There's a lot of like really like beautiful cinematography in this film, even though it's very gory in my opinion at times. It's very sorry, the sun is like the gore and such is done in a way that's very cinematic. For example, in this scene that I'm going to include here, we see Teddy holding his wife where he shot her. Upon first watch, we're not aware of this, and it's kind of tipping us off that like something tragic has happened to her, that he lost his wife in a tragic way. But as you watch it with the knowledge of what had actually happened to him, then you understand that this is him remembering, or his flashbacks trying to remind him that he was responsible for the murder of his wife. Furthermore, I thought it was really interesting that there was a Mr. McPherson character, like the Deputy McPherson, and Teddy calls him Mr. McPherson, and it seems like it's like a nod to McPherson from Laura. So I thought that was a pretty interesting point to bring up. So it's like kind of like, it seems like I would hope like that was like intentional and that's just like borrowed from the classical noir type of character tropes and such. So overall, I really liked this film and I thought it was very entertaining, and being that I've seen it before, even just seeing it the second time, just being able to like see how much the film does point us in the direction of believing that Andrew Laetis / Teddy Daniels, he is Teddy Daniels, and / that he murdered his wife, and the person, this is all a facade. He's not actually meeting these people. Like when he meets Rachel, apparently that's just some kind of delusion that he's having, that that doesn't have these friends. At the end she says, "You have no friends, Lieutenant. You have no friends, Marshal." So overall, I really thought it was interesting and I liked it a lot. I definitely see how like watching this on the heels of Memento is so interesting, because it's so similar in the way that these are both characters that are running away from the truths and the traumas of their life and choosing to live in this denial state, choosing to die as a good man in their eyes by playing into this delusion, or choosing to continue to believe this delusion rather than living as a monster, aware of what they've actually done. So yeah.